Alex, it took a while to get here, right? But finally here on Championship Fight Week again, belts on the line. What's the feeling for you like right now?
Yeah, man, it's been way too long. Obviously, I was here last March. I was here, but I didn't get to do the fight week, the schedule that we usually do. So just to be here doing this, I'm just glad I'm in this position. Obviously locked down back home, but to be able to do what I'm doing, I'm blessed, and I just can't wait to get in there, man. Cannot wait.
Some of that video that you showed when you were going through COVID was a little bit scary, man. I mean, was there any part that you thought, like, am I done fighting? Am I facing some long-term implications here?
Well, I never think like that. You're not going to think like that while it's happening. But, obviously, let's not let it get to that point, like, type of thing. You know what I mean? So we just wanted to look after it. We knew it was in the lungs and all that, like the infection. So we just wanted to keep on top of it. And it was getting a bit worse, but we got, we were looked after. So it was all good. Just easing back into training was... you had to be careful, you know what I mean? So it was a little scary, when you talk to doctors and be like, we've got to make sure there's no scar tissue in your lungs, and you hear other like horror stories of people's careers ended because of it and stuff like that. So then that does cross the mind, but I was always positive. You've got to stay positive.
Very nice. I know the main goal here is for you to defend your title and stay champion, but after doing the Ultimate Fighter, is it going to be a little bit more fun to punch Brian Ortega in the face?
Oh, exactly, mate. You took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, I can't wait to punch. put some hands on him, man. Again, like I've never been in this position, right? I've never had to spend so much time with someone that an opponent. It's never happened before, so this is different. And then the long time off. So I'm just eager to get back in there and just have some fun in there, enjoy it, enjoy everything about it. You know what I mean? And on top of that, I get to punch him in the face.
When you break him down, I mean, obviously he's got great submission skills, but his striking does seem to be improving as well. So where do you see him as a more dangerous fighter?
Oh man, look. Everyone has a puncher's chance, right? And even this is MMA, even the submission. So he's obviously got new challenges for me. There are still big threats, but anyone that knows me knows that I'm always prepared. They know I'm doing what I need to do to nullify from that, nullify everything that he can throw at me. So, again, he did look good in his last performance, and I'm going to give him credit for it. He definitely evolved, but, he had, again, as I say, he had a zombie in front of him just letting him do his thing. You know what I mean? And as I say, you're fighting my fight. I'm going to lead the dance. You're going to follow my footwork. What's going on? What am I throwing at him? I'm constantly changing it up. He's got to try and keep up with that. And not only that, while I'm putting pressure on you and landing punches, landing kicks, you name it, is a whole different beast. So, he's going to have game plans and direction going into this fight. But early, he's going to realize that he's just got to try and keep up. That's how it is. But he's still got a puncher's chance or that submission chance. So, again, I'm going to give him credit where credit's due, but that's all I think he has on me.
And like I said, the goal is to keep the belt. Do you feel like, though, this is the fight where maybe you gain the respect, that it seems like it's been kind of slow for some people to give you as a champion?
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely deserve that respect. But, I mean, at the same time, I don't mind the doubters. That drives me. I've been underdog my whole life. No one expected me from where I live, to be doing what I do. A world champ from, Wingdang, Wollongong, you know what I mean? A little town in Australia, still there today, you know what I mean? So, I love it. I use it as fuel. But do I deserve more respect? Yeah, 100%. I'm going to get it this weekend.
Nice. Last thing for me, I mean, you win here. Obviously, you don't want to be looking past this fight in any stretch, but you win here. What do you see as next for you? Are you willing to hear Max Holloway's name even mentioned anymore? Or are you beyond that at this point?
Oh, mate, you're hearing it all the time anyway. But that's probably the fight it's going to be. You know what I mean? I'm a realist, and I don't even know. Do you guys know if the Max and Yeah thing, or is that just rumors? Max and Yeah. So if that's the fight, obviously the winner of that will definitely get that number one contender spot. But so I obviously got Ortega to worry about. But mate, all the fights, she looked great in his last fight, and I want them number one contenders. So he actually went out there instead of just waiting and expecting another shot. He at least going out there and trying to take fights. So credit to him. And so whoever is next, if it's Max, let's dance.
Alex, at this point, what is it exactly about Brian that you don't like? What is it about him that annoys you?
Oh man, it's again, I've never had to spend so much time with someone an opponent. So I guess the competitiveness of doing all that was always going to happen. But just he's the unprofessional, you know what I mean? He's got a bunch of yes men around him, and he's just obviously constantly late. You would know, you ain't going to say, but I guarantee he's fucking late to your interviews and whatnot. You know what I mean? He's just that annoys me. I'm professional, and I'm all about that. You know what I mean? And he wants this belt. I go, you can't be unprofessional, half-assing it, telling your coaches. You know what I mean? I've seen a video of his coaches asking him, "Oh, you ready? You ready to do things?" He's like, my coach is going to be like, "Hey, fucking get in there, let's go." You know what I mean? That's the difference between us. And so that annoys me. But then again, some of the things like he'll just say under the pump, maybe because I'm confronting him. He's not good in confrontation, and he would just say some real douchebag sort of statements. Just little things like that, man. I just think he puts on a front, acts like he's all chill and all that type of shit. I see through the bullshit, to be honest with you. So that's my take on it.
Did he ever give you any explanation for why he was late?
No, doing his fucking makeup or hair or something. I don't know. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like, I've got no idea what it is. You know what I mean? Like, fair enough, here and there something goes down, but like my manager, my coaches, even the coaches that was on my staff, they're not gonna, we're professional, right? They're not gonna let me be late. We're like 20, 30 minutes early, like, and if we're sort of running, we'll still be 10 minutes early, but that wasn't good enough for our team. We wanted to make sure we were there, we were prepared, everything was sorted for the gym. You know what I mean? We had a job to do. We're professional. That's why you see me where I am today. You see me at the top. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not, as I've been saying all week, I ain't no athletically gifted human being. You know what I mean? I'm challenged in height. You know what I mean? Like you name it. I was obviously heavy set. You name it. Like, but you know what I mean? It was just through hard work and busting my ass, I got to where I am, and that's what I mean. I'm living proof that anyone can do whatever they want. But again, so hard work gets you to where I am. You know what I mean? Talent only gets you so far. And he's unprofessional. He ain't doing what I'm doing. I guarantee you, he doesn't deserve that belt. He ain't taking it from me.
Last thing for me, decision behind the hair. What made us get rid of it?
Lockdown. I couldn't. I'll be honest with you. I was acting like I'm just riding like but I mean, it was just purely we couldn't go to the barber. So I was just like, oh, well, man, I ain't going to attempt to try and do a fade myself or anything like that. Like, it would look even worse. So I was just like, all right, we'll just go with the bald head. But as I said, man, all heroes are bald, I'm telling you. As I've been saying through in better than that. No one remembers The Rock when he had hair, Dana White when he had hair, Joe Rogan when he had hair.
I remember when he had hair.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, but, you know what I mean? Obviously, there's a little joke I'm from, but, hey, all heroes bald. I'm going to go with that.
Alex, to your right, did you happen to see the video that was posted on social media, the rugby? I don't know what you would call it, but where the guy was going to, like in American football, we say he was punting it, and he got drilled by the guy that was rushing him. Did you happen to see that video? It went viral. It had like 1 million some views.
Well, someone got smashed in NFL.
Yeah, he was like kicking the ball, and this dude just ran in and just.
Oh no, I missed that.
I was wondering if that ever happened to you. Is why I was going to ask.
Oh, I'm sure there's been good shots put on me. Rugby league's a tough sport. It's definitely a tough sport, and the position I played, I was, what's the position I'm thinking? Like one of them, the big boppers, yeah? The biggest guys on the field, that's the position I played. Obviously the shortest on the field, but that was the position I played, and I held my own. So I'm used to these big boys. But don't get me wrong, I've had my fair share of beatings as well.
Alex, over here.
Yep.
Over here. Springboard off what John was asked a little bit about what could be next potentially for you. I'm just curious, what do you think of Giga Chikadze's performance against Edson Barboza?
Oh man, he's been looking good. As I say, I got my eye on all the contenders. I still think he probably needs another fight. There's definitely guys ahead of him, but I mean, he's definitely he's doing what I did when I was chasing that belt. He was here. He was happy to replace. I remember him saying he wanted to be here if anyone couldn't make weight and whatnot. So he's doing the right things. You know what I mean? Keep doing shit like that. We're going to have no choice but to give you a title shot sooner or later. You know what I mean? Because again, you're getting a lot of. We've got a stacked division. You know what I mean? Very, very deep. But I mean, it doesn't seem like all the top guys are doing what they need to do to take that number one spot. Probably Max is the only one. Max and Giga. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've been kind of keeping close in touch with at least the Dan Hooker situation, following it a little bit. I mean, so what are your thoughts on what he's got to go through? Man,
it's tough. I'll be honest. We had troubles getting here as well. Like for the UFC, and that we got it done. It was it's just crazy back, especially in Australia and New Zealand. We're in deep lockdown. The US embassy they're moving, so we couldn't even go there. So I was like declined. My visa was declined, and then we end up being lucky enough to get, they let us out of the country to come here and do the interview here and whatnot. So we got through it. But yeah, it was a challenging. We were sitting there being like, we were a little worried, but we got here. So for Dan doing what he's doing, and this is happening to Nasrat as well, man, it's crazy. But I mean, like, credit to them. Like, here they are. They're like doing whatever they can to get here, knowing that it's going to be it's going to be tough for them. They're going to get here and do the weight cut straight off the plane, especially Dan from the other side of the world. I know how that flight is. That flight sucks, you know what I mean? And to be, cutting weight on the plane and come out and go straight into a weight cut, it's going to be difficult. But the type of guy I know that Dan is, he'll smash it.
All right, best of luck, Alex.
Thank you.